There were a lot of things that I disagreed with in Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own. But there was something in that book that I was very impressed by, and that was her praise of Jane Austen. Okay? And she talked about Jane Austen's book, her novel, Pride and Prejudice, and said, here was a woman about the year 1800, writing without hate, without fear, without bitterness, without preaching, without protest. She wrote the same way Shakespeare wrote, which meant that, as Woolf says, we don't know Shakespeare and we don't know Jane Austen, and yet they pervade every word that they wrote. Their minds had consumed all impediments, and they were able to create characters and write about those characters without necessarily writing about themselves or their own grievances or their own causes. And, I do remember Pride and Prejudice as being one of the best novels I'd ever read. And, it's a classic because it really deserves to be a classic. And I think that Woolf was very right in the way that she looked at Jane Austen as somebody who had overcome all impediments. Now, one thing, though, that she mentions that I don't think is correct is that Jane Austen, if somebody came into the sitting room where she was writing Pride and Prejudice, she'd immediately cover it over with blotting paper. She didn't want people to look at it. And Virginia Woolf says that she thinks that's because Jane Austen found there was something discreditable in writing Pride and Prejudice, a brilliant novel. I don't think that's true. I think any novelist, and this is true of men and women novelists equally, they don't want people looking at it until they're finished with it. She wasn't finished with Pride and Prejudice, and therefore she covered it up until she had something that she wanted to see published. Hope you like hearing that. Bye.